This flow is intended to work on our mobility, flexibility, of course, like we always do, but uniquely to our explosive force, putting a little power into our practice. It will help you with your inversions, your hop to tuck. It's building arm strength, arm balances in general. Let's start on our backs, please. And just take a nice pencil stretch. So lace up the hands above. You can point the pointers. Squeeze your arms in close to the skull. Squeeze your legs, point through the arches of the feet. Take another breath, always ocean breath. Let's draw the knees in, hands on shins. Squeeze your thighs towards your rib cage. And then take the arms back up over your head. Loosen up on that squeeze of the legs. As you exhale, the feet are still pointed. Squeeze, hug those knees in towards your ribs, so much maybe your tailbone peels up off the floor. Just see what you can do. Inhale, lower, loosen it up. Exhale, squeeze. Release a little. We're trying to memorize this shape in our body. Exhale, squeeze. Last two. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Hug it in. Cool. Grab the backs of your knees. Let's rock up to sit. Continue on to a tabletop. Hands and knees. Let's tuck the toes and just sit back on your heels. So we're getting a nice stretch in the arches of the feet. If you have tight hamstrings, it all begins with the arches. We're multitasking. Make fists. 8 wrist circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch directions. 8, 3, 2. Spread out your fingers. Direction 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch directions. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Put your hands back down on the ground. Untuck your feet. Little finger knuckle palm action. You lift the hands up. When the hands land, finger knuckle palm, shift the shoulders out in front of the hands. Lift up, shift forward, claw. One more. Claw. Let's take 2 out to the sides. Finger knuckle palm. Lift it up, finger knuckle palm. Lift it up, fingers face backwards, finger knuckle palm. One more time, ba-da-da. Take it out to the sides, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. This is triplet, just the rhythm. Triplet. And lift. Triplet. Okay, lift your hands. Backs of the hands to the floor, fingers facing the knees, elbows bend out to the side. Let's find a cat spine. So we're going to straighten the elbows, turn the elbow points back. That should hurt the wrists. Not really, but we want to get some stretch there. And then hug your ribs in like a Halloween cat. You're pushing the back of the spine towards the ceiling. Inhale, bend the elbows, soften all that. Exhale, give it another squeeze back. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Release, hands facing forward. Let's step back to a plank pose. Shoulders over fingernails. Fingers are spread out wide. Don't dump into the body. Charge down into the palms. Feel the shoulders protracting. That means spreading apart. They're also drawing down the back. We don't want the shoulders to hug up into the ears. Press into the creases of the toes at the back of the mat. See how straight your knees can squeeze. Let's stay for 3. 2. Each exhale is a little push down. Last one. Down dog, please. Check back at your biscuits. Make sure your feet are about as wide as your hips. Hands are staying where they're at. Just put that pressure back into the fingerprints. Ground down into the knuckles, especially the pointer knuckle. And then shove your heart back towards your toenails. Feel that stretch in the armpits. Soften it. Go again, squeeze. Last one. Breathe deep. Exhale, squeeze. Little more core work, big toes to touch. Let's lift your heels high, shoulders out in front of the hands. Hug the shoulders up into the ears. Legs are straight, hips are lifted. And then press down. Step your feet 1 footprint forward. Same thing. Rise up onto maybe the fronts of the toes. Squeeze into the arms. Hips are lifting high. Heels drop back. Let's take another footprint forward. Lifting up. Exhale to squeeze. Melt down. One more, please. Feet forward. Lift up. And then melt it down. Bring your feet between the hands. Big toes to touch, sliver between the heels. Hands on shins, you can flatten out the back as you lengthen and lift the spine. Exhale, palms to the mat. Try to get your whole hands to touch. No shame in the bent knee game. Bow your face towards your shin bones. On your inhale, let's rise up to stand. Press into the heels. Press your palms together. Reach through the fingertips as you look up to the ceiling past your thumbs. Hands down by your sides. Mountain pose. Take a breath. Soften. Notice any tension, shrugging your shoulders up. See if you can loosen them down the back. Sun salutations. Arms up, inhale. Press the palms. Dive down, exhale. Press the floor. Inhale, prepare. Let's step back left, right on the feet. Shoulders are over fingernails. Lower forward and down. Pause in your chaturanga. Change right foot, left foot, and then upward facing dog. Change your right foot, left foot, downward facing dog. It's good to be specific on which feet are doing what, at least when you're thinking about it. Because if you're never thinking about it, you tend to do it the same way all the time, and then we're wondering why one leg feels stronger, the other leg feels more flexible. Anyway, I think you get it. Take a breath, stay where you're at. Just squeeze the chest back. Take another breath. Squeeze the chest back. We're going to travel forward in a kind of usual way. Big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Ripple forward, look to the thumbs. Stay looking between the thumbs as you squat back. Let's take a big 1-2 step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands down by your sides. Now, I just stepped my right foot, left foot. It's kind of what I always do if I'm not thinking about it. So the next time through, I'm going to step forward with my non-dominant foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive it down all the way. Inhale, flat back. Here we're switching the step back. So you got right foot, left foot. Hold and then chaturanga. Left foot, right foot for your up dog. Knees not touching unless you need to. And then left foot, right foot, down dog. You can always tuck your toes a little earlier if you need to. Let's breathe for 3. Push your heart back. Stretch out the armpits. Stretch out the sideways. Stretch out the backs of your knees. 2. A squeezy. And then a last one. Nice and squeezy. Let's go. Big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. We're going to step forward with non-dominant foot, but hold up. Shoulders forward, squeeze. Squat back, squeeze. Step 1, 2. Boom, boom. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up, reach. Hands down by your sides. Now you could keep switching the feet, or maybe you're ready to hop back. Let's try. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down. Flat back, inhale. Plant the hands, feet back. Bent elbows, chaturanga. Then you can roll the toes or flip right, left. And you can roll the toes or flip right, left. Let your head relax. One more breath. Now again, you could step forward, but we might want to hop. So big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Shoulders forward, ripple. Squat to the heels. Big ol' hop. Land soft, flat back. Forward fold. Arms all the way up. Hands by your sides. You'll step non-dominant or you're gonna hop with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step or hop. Inhale, tuck or roll, left, right if you're tucking. And then tuck or roll, left, right if you're tucking. Are you tucking? 3. 2. 1 more. Big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Ripple forward to prepare. Squat to the heels. Step or hop to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, stand tall and reach high. Hands down by your sides. Super cool. Shall we take a look at crow pose? Feet out, bent knees, squat down, simmer into the hips. Give yourself a little swish side to side. Maybe a couple bounces here. Just feeling a tug at the hips working so hard in a passive stretch. Okay, so we're looking at crow. Hands down, back your feet up a little bit, big toes to touch. Heels crazy high, butt crazy high. Once you got the hips perched, back the hands up. You might even feel your knees up against the armpit. Then as you shift forward, claw into the fingerprints, hug the knees into the backs of the arms. You might find your feet lifting. You might try to squeeze them way up towards your seat, yeah? So step 1 is to lift. Step 2 is to hug them up super high. You might even try to straighten through the elbows. 3, 2, you can jump back to chaturanga. Take an up dog. Take a down dog. 3 breaths. Two. Last one. Inhale, prepare. Squat back. Launch, land, and lift. Fold. Knees bend, arms high. Chair pose. Try to peel your upper body a little more upright. Arms are pulling back by the ears, but keep the arms in close to your skull. Shift back into the heels. Take a breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Let's try to just step the right foot in between the hands, toes lining up with fingertips. Right foot forward, in between the hands, toes lining up with fingertips. Back leg squeezes, arms up, high lunge. Soften the back knee to the floor. T-twist to the right, push the front and back walls away with the palms. And then we're gonna take our hands down by our sides, sweep them forward like you're splashing water, rise up off the back leg, and then have a tug of war from fingernails to those back toenails. Keep your hips and shoulders as square to the floor as you can. Take a big step back, turn to the side wall, eventually turning back over your left leg. We've got a warrior two, sink into that thigh. And then tip back, reverse warrior, committing to the bend in that left knee. Cartwheel your hands down. You could take a three-legged plank. That means left leg points back through the toes. Lower down and forward, pause here. Left foot, right foot, then your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So when we're working through a sided sequence, an asymmetrical sequence, it kind of allows us to make sure that we're changing our foot switches in our vinyasas to, build that cross-body awareness, strength, and all that. Left foot forward, high lunge. So we step forward, and then inhale to high lunge. T-twist, tap that back knee, push the walls away. Then we sweep down and forward, warrior three, squeezing that back leg super strong and long, fingers reaching forward, tug of war through the body. As you start to land, pivot to the original front, warrior two. Front heel bisects the back arch, and we're having a tug of war across the fingernails, looking over your front hand. Tip back, reverse warrior. Nothing changes below the waist much. Exhale, hands down. Here's our right leg pointing back, then forward and down. Right foot, left foot as you up dog. Right foot, left foot, or you can always tuck and roll. Let's stay and breathe. 3, we're done with both sides. 2. 1. Are you ready? Inhale, prepare. You know what that means? Squat to the heels. Hop the hips high. Flat back as you land. Exhale, bow down. Inhale to your chair, picking up the pace here. Forward fold. Inhale, prepare. We got a high to low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. 1 breath. Right foot forward, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, T-twist and tap the knee. Warrior 3, inhale. Warrior 2, back of the mat, exhale. Tip back, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale to the bottom. Inhale to the up dog. Exhale to the down dog. 1 breath, reset. Left foot forward, inhale, high lunge. Exhale, T-twist, knee tap. Warrior 3, throw hands and lengthen. Warrior 2, original front of your mat. Reverse warrior, tip back. Hands down, step back. Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay for tree. 2, 1. Inhale, prepare. Squat back. Hop the hips. Land and lift. Fold down. Take your chair, inhale. Hands to heart. Take a breath. We're going to take a twist to the right. So far, maybe that left elbow catches outside of the thigh. Then push your palms to lift the heart towards your thumbs. Notice if your hips are waddling out to the side. Let's pop the heels. Plant your hands over to the right, about plank pose distance from left palm to right palm. Start to hoist that thigh onto the back of the left elbow. Squeeze your heels towards your seat for your side crow. Stay and breathe for 3. Maybe square off the shoulders to the floor a little. 2. Last 1. Calmly lower down. Let's take a forward fold. Feet are hips width apart. Facing forward, of course. Grab the big toes, flat back. Exhale, elbows bend. Pull your face towards your shins. Notice the compression of the ribs to the thighs. Hollow out the belly, just engage your abdominals. That might get you a little closer to the legs. 2. 1. Flat back, hold on tight. Exhale, release. Bring your feet back together. Second side of our chair twist. So inhale up, hands to heart. Take an extra breath. As you exhale, twist to the left. Hips don't know you're twisting. Heart is lifting the thumbs. Hips are back. Cool, so now, pop your heels. This tricep's gotta be pretty far outside of that thigh. Hands are plank distance. Start to hoist left thigh onto right elbow. And then once you get heavy enough in the upper body, the legs will get light, you'll wanna squeeze them in. It's a good practice to try to square your shoulders to the floor. This is working into the obliques and the back. 2. Last 1. Take your forward fold. Widen out your feet again, wide as your hips. This time, with lifting the feet, we can slide the palms to face up underneath. Claw your toes into the wrist creases, both sides. Now, even though your arms are super short, take a flat back, long spine. Exhale, bow it in. Bend those elbows. 3. Breathe into the back of the heart. And 1. Take a flat back, inhale. Exhale, get your hands out from underneath. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Take an up dog. We'll meet in down dog. 3. 2. Last 1. Lower your knees down. Sit back for a moment, hands on thighs. Just take a moment to allow your blood pressure to equalize. We'll take a look at headstand. Now, if you do this sequence every time, taking your time, you're basically trying to get up the next step. There's at least 5 coming up in a headstand. So I'll do them all with you. We'll take them one at a time. Let's do it together. Step 1, elbows are shoulder width apart. Look at your shoulders, look at the elbows. Are they about the same width? You're good. Know that your elbows will tend to go out too wide. We don't want that to happen. Lace up your hands, split the palms, and then start moving in a bit so that you can cradle the back of your head with your hands. Massage the top of your head to the floor. Press into the elbows. The hips come forward a little because your ribs are hugging in. That's just tugging your hips forward. Now, the next part is where we really test your ability to stay open and to center gravity. This is what we're doing. We tuck the toes, lift the knees. You don't want to come up just yet because you want to get your hips further over the shoulders, then everything's going to come up with so much more ease, but we got to go slow. You'll lift your leg to the sky. I'm lifting the leg that I'd prefer not to challenge myself. Now, as we charge down into the elbows, that second foot is just gonna get lighter on the floor. If it in fact comes up, don't think about bringing the second leg up unless you're feeling cool here. We never wanna rush past this part thinking that it's gonna get better at the top. When you're ready to, you'll slowly take that second leg up until your legs gather together. Then you want to squeeze through the feet. So I'm imagining kind of like I got a pillow between my legs or a blanket, and I'm going to hug it in. That's going to create some engagement of your inner thighs. It's also going to help you to get a little straighter towards the ceiling. Now try to keep the weight between the elbows and the fingers, and then hug your ribs in to take any excessive curving out of the lower back. Now, if you are up, one of the ways you build strength is to learn how to lower down slowly. The way you do that is the hips start to hinge, then they move a little bit further up back behind your head. Go slow. So the weight is between the elbows and fingers, and then if you squeeze the thighs in, the legs will lower with a lot more control. When you're down, let's untuck. Let's come all the way up. So yeah, that's it. It's setting up the base, then it's stacking everything, and it's playing with rooting to rise, pushing down into the floor. We'll take those legs up. All right, let's shush for 3 breaths, and then we're moving through our final sequence. 2. Last one. At the beginning of this sequence, we have donkey kicks. What that basically means is we hop forward. I'll do it real quick and then we can all do it together. We hop forward, hips over shoulders, but then we're gonna land at the back of the mat with our feet out wide. I'll show you. We ripple forward. You're gonna squeeze back like we always do, hop, hang, and then as you land at the back, you're gonna push off your hands to come up to stand, and then we'll continue with the sequence there. The more you're feeling confident about this, the more time you're gonna stall with your hips over your shoulders. Here we go, down dog. Are you ready? So let's bring big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Right knee, right armpit. Shift your shoulders out in front of the hands, tip the back toes, lift the hips, and press into the palms. Step back to down dog. That's just practicing bringing weight, a lot of weight into the arms. Second knee forward, left knee forward, push down, tip up, hips left. Now we step back and squat back. We're gonna try to hop the hips high, landing at the back of the mat, push off your hands, come up to stand. Parallel the feet. For now, you can take your hands to your lower back. As you inhale, lean back. And if you're feeling well supported in the core, hands to heart. Eventually, you would reach your hands back. Don't have a conversation while you're doing that. Take it to a squat. You can sink down low, hands to heart center. Now we want to step our right foot forward, but we need the support of our left hand. So left hand, right foot, lift the back leg, coil it in, thread it through, point that foot forward, put up your blocker. The hand that is free will stay free. Let's lift up, thread the foot back, step it back, knee down, and then that free hand is gonna reach back, grab your outer edge of the foot if you can, squeeze it towards your butt. If you're not grabbing your foot, you'll just reach back and maybe try to lift the foot up off the ground. Lower that foot down, but then pivot on the knee, sending it over to the right. We're gonna shift back all the way back, land soft on your butt, grab your front foot with whatever is the opposite hand, and then as you kick forward, reach back, stack your shoulders, and then look back towards the wall behind you. Coming out, standing split. So we gotta shift down and forward onto your right foot, planting the palms, floating that back leg. If you wanna take a hop here, you can. We're gonna hug the bottom knee into your belly and then land it back down again. So we're trying to, that first shape we were doing, squeezing on our back, we're doing with one leg. Let's take a big step back and rise up into your horse pose, cactus arms, but then as you inhale, hands to thighs. Let's look to the left as the right shoulder dips down. And then inhale through center. Look to the original front of the mat as that shoulder dips down. Inhale, rise up, straighten up, reach up. As you exhale, this is familiar, warrior two towards the back of your mat. Lean forward and put your elbow on your thigh, otherwise hand to the floor inside of the foot, and then chop that top arm over your head so it feels like a continuation of the back leg, a big sword coming off your shoulder. Half moon pose, back up for momentum, and then launch, right arm, right leg, lifting high into the air. Take a moment to shift back into the standing heel. Squeeze the glutes, the thigh, the top foot, as you push down into the bottom hand as well. This next pose is like a tree, I call it scarecrow. First, turn that back knee down, bring it underneath you, come all the way up to stand, and then we just cactus everything out to the side. Knee is out to the side, you're flexing through the heel, arms are cactus like you would in your horse pose. Left hand on your hip, right hand's gonna try to grab the yogi toe lock, and then standing tall, you'll kick that foot out to the side at an angle, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, hand to big toe pose. Swing that leg forward as you let it go. Low lunge, hands to the mat, right hand down. Step back, stack your heels, left hand to the sky. We got a side plank, Vashisthasana. Lift the hips a little. Take that top hand down, step your feet out. Chaturanga, take your time through the flow. Up dog. Down dog. That was side one. Let's breathe. 3. These are longer flows, so we take a little longer rest at the end. 2. One more. Big toes to touch, feet a little forward. Left knee forward, tap the arm, look forward. Step back to dog, feet to meet. Right knee forward, tap forward. Step back, squat back. Donkey kick hips high. Land at the back of the mat. Push off your hands. On your inhale, we're gonna lean back. Exhale, take your squat. We need right hand, left foot, and then the back foot threading all the way through. Scorpion kick, put up your blocker. Pull the leg back again, step it back, knee down. Reach back with that same hand that was up. Squeeze your heel towards your seat. You can turn to face the side wall. Lower down, pivot on that back knee. Shift back. Now we change opposite hand to foot. Kick forward to help you sit up tall. Reach back to get the twist, and then look back to take that twist all the way into your neck. As you release, standing split, shift forward, palms down, back leg lifts, and then if you push down, you'll hug that bottom knee in for a little hop. Let's step back to our horse. Arms up and then hands to thighs. We're gonna look towards the original front of your mat first. Exhale. Through center. Exhale. Through center, stand tall and reach. Warrior 2 to the original front, right knee bends. Lean forward, side angle. Top arm is long, look to the hand. Pulse back, half moon. Right hand forward and wide. Left arm, left leg high. So much downward pressure that it's almost hard to stay on the ground. You're lifting up so high. Scarecrow, let's take that back knee under and then cactus it all out to the side, kicking through that heel that is lifted. Right hand to hip, yogi toe lock, left big toe. Superhero the heart, charge into the standing foot as you kick that leg out to the side. Find your balance. Take that leg forward, keep it lifted, and then let it go. Hands down, but left hand down. Step back and stack to your side plank. Lift those hips, feel the obliques engage on the bottom. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 3, 2, 1. One more time from the top. Here we go. Big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Right knee, right elbow, shift. Step back to dog. Left knee, left elbow. Step back to dog, squat back. Donkey kick hop. Land at the back, rise up. Inhale, reach back. Exhale to your squat. Left hand, right foot, inhale. Exhale, thread the back foot through. Inhale, thread back, step back, reach back. Exhale, squeeze the foot. Inhale to shift back, grabbing that opposite foot with hand. Exhale for the kick. Shifting forward, standing split, left leg up. Maybe a hop and a hug. Goddess or horse, rise up, turn, hands on thighs. Look to the back of your mat. Rise up, look to the original front. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Warrior 2 to the back. Lean to your side angle. Launch to your moon. Rise up to your scarecrow. Yogi toe lock, give it a kick. Swing it forward. Let it release, right hand. Take your side plank, maybe tree pose the top leg. Take a chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog, 3 breaths. Two. Last one. Big toes to touch, feet a little forward. Left knee, tap. Step back. Right knee, tap. Squat back. Donkey kick. Land at the back, rise up, inhale, lean back. Exhale to your squat. Right hand, left foot, prepare. Thread the back foot through. Step back and reach. Maybe squeeze. Shift back for your seat. Kick and reach. Shift forward, standing split. Prepare maybe a hop, hugging that bottom knee in. Take your horse. Hands on thighs. We're gonna look to the original front. Rise up to the original back. Rise up and reach. Warrior two to your right leg, front leg, please. Side angle prepares you. Half moon, we launch. Rise up to your scarecrow, find your balance. And then give that big toe grab and that heel a kick. Leg forward, let go. Left hand down, side plank. And again, if you want to tree pose that top leg, but again, we're lifting away from the floor. Take your chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Stay, breathe, 3. Especially when we're done and we want to tap out. 2. Make something happen each time. A little love goes a long way. Last squeeze, come on. Release. Sit back on your shins a moment. Okay. We could use a little more shoulder stretch. So we're gonna take it easy here, working on our forearm balance. Now, you don't have to come all the way up, but the more that you can learn to push your heart between the arms, even if you're not coming up, that's gonna help us with the next couple poses. So if you wanna come, here's the basics. We start in forearm plank, elbows just like headstand, shoulder width apart. Now, some people bring the hands close together, but you don't wanna bring them too close together, because the hands are gonna be stronger if they're a little bit more out in front, or let's say we are gonna build the strength we need if the hands are straight out in front. Push into your palms. Let's step your feet back to a plank pose, bounce in the hips a little bit. We don't wanna dump in the hips, we don't wanna lift the hips too high if you're staying here. If you're coming forward to dolphin, then you do want the hips to lift. You walk the feet in just like you did a headstand. Sometimes your elbows slip out, mine just did, so if you need to adjust them, adjust them. We're looking down between the thumbs. And you can rise up to tippy toes and push your chest back, drop it down, rise up to tippy toes, push the chest back, drop it down. Do that about 5 more times, or left leg to the sky. And then if you bend the bottom knee and give it a little push off, slow lift of that second leg, trying to gather your legs above. So use a little push off. We don't want to use too much energy because then we go toppling over the mat. Trying to keep the tension in the front of the body. So the chest, ribs, hip flexors, thighs. And then on the back, we got those arches firing off, arches of the feet. Whatever leg kicked us up, the right leg will be the leg that comes down, and then we lower down. And this, again, is just helping to build that openness in the shoulders while maintaining a bit of strength here. Okay, let's take 3 breaths, and we wouldn't be balanced if we didn't try it on the other leg. So on this side, we're gonna lift the right leg. Yeah, we are. And we're gonna take a hop or 2. So here we go. Elbows down, foot's back, maintain your forearm plank, push into the floor, don't collapse. If you're walking, let's walk. And then if you're lifting, left leg up, this is my favorite leg. Look down between your arms, a little bend of the bottom knee, getting ready to swing that top leg up, push down into the elbows, and then see if you can bring that second leg up nice and slow. Keep the weight, tension is in the ribs, tension is in the thighs. You don't want it to dump into the back. unless you were coming in. Well, we never want to jump into the back, never mind. Stay for 3, or you're playing here trying to hop. 2, the left leg pushed us up. So we're gonna lower down that left leg first. Here it comes. Take it down. When you're ready, sit back on your shins. How your shoulders feeling? Give them a couple shrugs. Mine are feeling good and yet intense, right? It's all intense. Okay. Bring your hands forward, step your feet forward. We can just rise up to stand. Big toes to touch, space between the heels. Let's bring the weight into the right foot. Left arm circles back. Left foot back. Grab the inner ankle and then let your knees drop side by side. Take your right arm up, superhero arm by the ear. Now start to lift the back leg, but try to lift your chest. Notice the back hip tries to roll out to the side. Keep steering it forward, at least energetically, meaning it may not move, but you want to keep trying to pull the hip forward. Breathe in again. Lift the front and back of the pose. Keep going. Inhale. Try to push down into the standing heel to lift up. We'll take 2 more. Top arm stays up. Lift up. Yeah, keep rolling that back hip forward. Last one. Big reach. And then coil everything in. Stand down, hands down. Pause in your feelings. 3 breaths. Just letting that blood pressure equalize. Maybe close the eyes, 2. And 1. I'll turn around so you can see the hand that we're doing stuff with. Plus it looks better from this side. Just saying. Okay. Right arm back. Right leg back. Catch the foot, let the knees drop side by side. Left arm high. Breathe in, start to lift. And then stay in the exhale. Breathe in, start to lift, shifting back into the standing heel. Turn that back hip forward, exhale. 3, lift. You got 2 more. Eyes are steady out in front. Last one. Lift it up. Coil it in, feet down, hands down, pause at the top of your mat. Last 2. Last 1. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, dive down deep. Really trying to feel the squeeze in the body, especially as we come towards the end of the practice. We don't want to just toss ourselves around like a rag doll. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands down, feet back your way. Exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 1 breath in. And a full breath out. Let's take our pigeon pose, right shin forward behind the wrists. Try not to swing that foot super fast. Slide the back foot back. Toes stay tucked until the leg is as far back as it is gonna go, so that when you untuck the toes, the back thigh is rotating towards the ground. Take your hands back by your sides. You can lift up a little bit. Feel the squaring action in your hips. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. And then if you support yourself with the front leg, the hands can come up. Maybe lift up, look up, pull the front of your body open. With your exhale, forward fold over that front leg. If you want to support yourself with your elbows, great. If you want to make a pillow for the forehead with the backs of your hands, also great. If you're happy to take your arms straight out in front, also great. 5 breaths, just surrendering into gravity. I'm noticing my front leg is kind of pushing into the floor. There's a little bit of fear there because this is an intense hip opener. So make sure you can release whatever you might be holding back. Trepidation, that's what I was looking for. Two more breaths. Hear it in my voice, hear it in your breath. This idea that even though we're doing something that is not easy, releasing some hip trauma, at the same time, we're choosing to stay calm. In our quest to further open up our shoulders, let's walk your hands back. Tuck that front foot in a bit. See if you can shift into the hips so that the hands aren't needed for support, but then perhaps right hand down in front. Left hand circling back. Bend that knee one more time. Catch the foot. You can wrap the foot with your wrist, or you can wrap the foot with the elbow. If this is as far as you're going, what you want to do next is get that front hand light. It can stay on the ground, but you don't want to be in the habit of leaning into it, or else you won't build this strength, balance in the hips and lower back. If you're ready to, take that top hand back behind the head, grab a finger or 4, and then steer just like you were doing in your dancer pose. We want to steer the back hip forward and feel that forward hip pulling back. Single point of focus out in front. That look of bliss in your eyes. Two more breaths. Don't wrench, don't lock out. Let's go one more. Release out nice and easy. Hands down, step back, or swing your right leg high and back. If you want to, bend that top knee, flip your dog, rock star. Top arm reaching forward. Coming out, we could just take a vinyasa, or you could take a chin stand. Right hand down, right leg lifts. Back the hands up a little bit. As you shift forward, you're gonna prop yourself onto your elbows, gently tapping the chin down. The top leg will lift, and we're gonna let that second leg go up slowly too. So shift forward, elbow support, chin. Coming out, you take a vinyasa. Up dog to down dog. What we got? One more breath. Now, as we set up for the second side of pigeon, don't rush. We go left shin forward, cross it behind the wrists, slide back foot back, and turn the front hip will open just a little bit more. When the foot releases, maintain that internal rotation of the back leg. Hands back, heart up, and if you've got the push into the front leg, careful with your lower back, the arms could reach up. We laced and pulled. And then try to descend slowly, minimal use of the hands on your way down. Eventually you'll take the hand configuration that you did on the first side. Keep breathing. You're sinking through the floor. Let go, let go. Two more. Last one. Easy coming out. Front foot in a little for balance. Balance on the hips. If you balance in the hips, you don't need the hands so much to hold you up. Let's take that left hand in front, bend the back knee, grab the big toe side of the foot. First the wrist, and then if you're ready to go to the elbow. And then if you have the balance, take that left hand back. Otherwise, stay light on the left hand. 5 breaths, assuming that you're in the pose in the next breath. Okay, here we go. Ready? 5. 4. 3. Just loosening up that nervous system. Scissoring the hips. 2. 1 more. No slamming body parts, please. Lower down slowly. Setting up for dog split to rock star, so tuck the back toes. Swing that left leg up. Shift forward and tip into the right hand. Left hand forward. And then we could take a vinyasa, or you'll take a nice careful chin stand. So left hand down as the left leg lifts, back up the hands. Create that teeter-totter on the ribs. Take your time coming out. Down dog. One more breath. Lower down to your shins. Sit back on your heels. Take a moment. Let's sit up for camel pose. So, knees are as wide as the hips. Hug the inner thighs. Tuck your toes back behind. Reach the hands back. See if you can grab the heels. Then start lifting the chest up. Maintain that hug of the knees. If you were to let go, you'd go flying forward. There's so much upward lift. If it feels good to drop your head back, you can. Cradling the back of the skull with your shoulders. Trapezius. Keep hips over knees, so that means they're just pushing forward a little. Keep the belly engaged. Mostly breathing into the upper chest and back. One more breath. Come up, untuck, sit back. Slow your breath. Camel drop backs. So we're gonna do it together, and if you wanna watch it and then pause it, rewind it, you can try it with me the second time, okay? So the way that we do it is knees wide as the hips, toes tucked just like before. We're gonna do our lean back like we were doing in the sequence. And then as we lean back, we're gonna shift into the heels to lift your knees up off the ground. You can't sit too low to the heels. If you sit all the way down, it's gonna be hard to get into the back bend portion of it. So if the hips are lifted, we're gonna dump our hands all the way to the back edge of the mat. Here we go. Take a breath. It's a long exhale to go back. Inhale. Exhale. Transferring into the hands, adjust the feet so that you're in your wheel pose. Shift forward and back a couple times. Let's stay and breathe. 3. Think of these as shoulder presses. Pushing down into the hands is going to help to open up the shoulders. 2. Last one. For now, we can go chin to the chest, Release down. Once you're down, if you need rotation of the wrists, wash your knees side to side. And then let's finish in a twist. Well, we'll go to a twist next. So left leg straight, right knee bends, hug it in. Take that knee across to the left, and then scoot your shoulders a little to the left, so maybe both shoulders are touching the ground. Either way, we're trying to get our heart to face the ceiling. Right arm is reaching out to the side. We can look to the hand. And then gentle pushes in the outside of the right leg are gonna pull on the outer hip, lower back. You might even get a pop in your sacrum, but we're not trying to force that. So if you want a deeper stretch, you're gonna reach, grab the pinky edge of that right foot, kick it out to the side. The bottom foot is pointing to the side wall. So it's almost like your legs think you're facing the left. It's only the upper body that's facing the ceiling. Let's stay and breathe. You're looking over to the right hand. Keep breathing. Ocean breaths. Two. One more. Unravel yourself back to center. Stepping your feet on the ground is going to help you to adjust everything back to flat on the floor. Hug your knees in. And then straighten your right leg out. Keep that left knee close. Let's guide it across to your twist. Start rocking onto the outside of your right hip. Scoot your shoulders to the right. Heart is facing up. Left hand is reaching out. We start to look towards that hand. And only if you did on the first side, grab the left foot with your right hand. Roll onto your outer right hip. Toes are still flexed, or the heel is still kicking on the bottom foot, really on both feet. Let's take our 4 breaths. Listen to the sound. Keep pinning yourself to the ground. One more. Start coming out, feet flat. And then we could hug the knees in. Good. Bring your hands flat to the floor. Kick your legs to the sky. We're gonna tip over into our plow pose. Go slow. Start to peel your hips above the heart. See if your toes can touch the floor above your head. Maybe interlace the fingers. Walk your shoulders side by side. Try to pull the chin away from the chest, and then maybe even walk the feet further away from your head to deepen that stretch. You could bring the hands to the lower back for support. Eventually, legs to the sky. The chest is right up against the chin because we're trying to stretch out the back of the neck while we build some strength in the same place. Might need to move your hands up the back. 3 more. Two. And 1. Passing through plow pose. Tap your toes, tap your toes. Bring your hands flat to the floor, down below. And then start rolling your spine, one backbone at a time. until your tailbone touches. As your legs lower, tip the upper body up, prop your elbows down below, fish pose. Press the back of the heart through the front of the chest, and then start to look back. If you want to bring your head to the ground, try to tuck it close to your butt. Eventually, you won't need the elbows, so you can bring your hands to prayer above your hips. And if you want to lift the legs, do. Let's take a few ocean breaths. Two more. And one. Legs down, elbows down, chin to the chest. Release onto your back. Let's take a happy baby. Grab your feet, pull and kick. If you want to straddle kick the legs out, go for it. Let's bring you into a cannonball, hugging in tight. And then release out long, legs to the top two corners of your mat. Take your arms wherever they're comfortable, by your sides, up over your head. Start to relax your whole being. You can relax your ocean breath. Let's take a breath in. Sigh it out. Take your arms above your head. Let's do our pencil stretch. Same one we began with. This is like a go-to stretch. We love it. I said we love it. Hug your knees in. Let's roll up. Find your tall seat. You can cross your legs if you like. Sit however you want. Stack your hands to your heart, eyes closed. Just take a moment of gratitude to the Creator that dwells within each and every one of us, that divine source of energy. Let's press your palms together, hands to the forehead. Give a bow. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Thanks for all your hard work. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.